Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So yeah, we did talk about that at some point this structure will break. I mean, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trend reversal areas that worked out and were great setups. The last one here didn't hold, and already highlighted to you in the previous video today that, yeah, you know, I'd rather tell you beforehand because it will most likely break, and or at least that I would not be surprised if it does, because it was just hovering around the 78.6 retrace and it sort of looked unfinished. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out this support area because this is completely irrelevant now. And what I will do is I will have to relabel this chart now. By the way, what I am going to do, I'm going to hide them all now because it's starting to get a little bit overwhelming on this chart. So let's take out all of these. You know, unused support, irrelevant support areas not needed anymore. What is relevant though is still this support area. Yeah, this is unchanged. And I did talk about, should we drop below the previous one? This one becomes relevant again. We are now in the box, but I don't need the 38.2 fib level anymore. Let me just take that out. So yeah, so a bit like that. And this is now not the alternative wave 2. I will have to make this the wave 2 because the other count is, it has come, well, it hasn't, no, it has now invalidated it. Okay, so, because normally you say, all right, you know, if we break below these support areas, a wave 2 doesn't really get invalidated until it breaks below the beginning of the wave 1. I normally call it invalidated below the 78.6 retrace, which ideally, you know, which was probably great help because this support area broke, and as you can see we came down quite a bit. So whenever that happens, the support area breaks, it is the 78.6 retrace, not the 100% retracement, only basically 78%. That is already a warning that it's probably not going to work out, at least not in this direct path. So let's take it out. It's always a good warning, that fib level, and let's just try to label it or relabel it. Now we have to make some adjustments here. This move down currently still looks corrective, but we probably have to move the wave 2. So it basically is resetting the wave 2. That's all it does at the moment. And so this ABC was probably then just the A wave. Yeah. So I'm just going to move it around. So this was just the A wave as an ABC. Then the B wave to the upside here, which looked choppy. You can count it as a 5-wave move, but it looked choppy. So it's no problem to count that again as an ABC structure here, or WXY actually. And then the C wave now to the downside in, yeah, possibly an ending diagonal. Subwave structure, not terribly clear here, but that's sort of best I have at the moment. I mean, if it even loses this level, then it starts to look a little bit strange. I mean, you can always go back and reset this wave too. And then we had just a very clear 3-wave structure here to the upside. Yeah, as an ABC in a high B wave. That's sort of the fallback option, okay? But we're not there yet. At the moment, I'm going with this just to see. Next support is 34.15 cents. And from here, we have a good chance to rally then in the third. But just really need to take it level by level. And if it takes, or if it finds support here at 34.15 cents, then it could take it to, let's just give you a let me just give you a target for that third wave. So we would then have a chance to rally to 43.6 cents in a third wave. If we also lose this support area, well, then I think we're going to retest previous lows here around 33 cents, maybe even down there at 31.6. By resetting this wave 2 then we had a very high B wave and come down in a larger C wave. That's also possible. It's just at the moment not what we have to focus on primarily, because there is more support along the way. We just simply need to see how much of a retracement do we need. Certainly depends to a degree on Bitcoin, Ethereum as well. But this is certainly the next chance to get a bounce. Below that, we talk here about the 32.9 cent level. Maybe I will already highlight that here with a dotted line, and below that, the previous wave 2 low at 31.6. Okay, could we, what would be the support if we have to reset large wave 2? So we then talk about here the orange box between 33.2 and 31.25 cents with the two let's say, structural support levels that just highlighted to you basically along the way within the box. But let's first see if this one is holding. We're certainly getting deeper in support, and it's not impossible to get a very deep support. It's just this is quite a high B wave, but nothing invalid. Let's just double check how high it did go, if it is a high B wave. I'm not saying it is, but it of course could be one. Yeah, okay. See, it reacted perfectly to the 1.38 retracement. That's an ideal target for an overshooting B wave. Okay, so what I will have to do, just so that you understand, it could be this was a wave 1, A wave down, ABC in a high B wave, and we now come down in C and would then say, okay, 1, 2, maybe now 3, 4, 5. So that's the possibility, right? That's a possibility. Just be aware of that. And therefore I'm going to say, okay, we have down here an alternative wave 2. So this wave 2 might actually sit over here, alternative 2. But it's a bit too early to really confirm that. We just need to see first if support is holding. As long as support is holding, we need to treat it like that. Okay, yeah, but even in this scenario, it still has a chance to rally afterwards in a third wave. Just be aware, we just bounced off resistance actually, which is becoming quite apparent now that we lost the most imminent support area. Okay, that's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.